Outside of China, this photo became a symbol of nonviolent resistance, and frankly, it gives me chills. An ordinary, nameless man, grocery bags in hand, blocking a column of tanks. This photo was taken on June 5, 1989, the night before the Chinese army had opened fire on its own citizens, who had occupied Tiananmen Square for 6 weeks, hoping for democratic reforms. Hundreds were killed. And that morning, a column of tanks moved east along Chang'an Avenue, and this man stepped out to meet them. When the lead tank tried to move around him, he stepped back into its path. The tank tried again, and he stepped again, until the entire column stopped. And a few minutes later, 2 men in blue pulled him into the crowd, and no one ever saw this man again. The scene was captured by foreign journalists from balconies of nearby hotels. The most famous shot was taken by Associated Press photographer Jeff Widener, on film brought to him at the last moment by an American exchange student. Those films had to be smuggled out. Another photographer, Charlie Cole, hid his role in a hotel toilet tank when security officers came to search his room. Who Tank Man was and what happened to him after his solitary protest on June 5th remains unknown to this day. In 1998, Time magazine included him in its list of the 100 most influential people of the 20th century under the name Unknown Rebel. Solitary protest almost never changes the course of events. Like the vast majority of protests against the system before and after Tankman, this one was crushed, democracy never came, and the man himself vanished. But often, that is exactly where the power of solitary protest lies. The defeated one becomes a symbol of resistance, because victory was impossible in the first place, and still knowing that, he had courage to step in front of a column of steel machines. One body can be removed from the road. Dozens, even hundreds of bodies can be hidden from history, almost without a trace. But a symbol like this is harder to kill. And maybe that's why authoritarian systems fear the lone defiant rebel, because every system has a limit, a moment when fear stops working, a tipping point that tanks and security networks can no longer hold back. 37 years later, this photo doesn't allow the Chinese government to bury and forget what's happened. And though in China this photograph is banned and young Chinese people simply don't recognize it, but